this is kind of the trend, right? I think professional jealousy does begin to creep in after you've won and continued to win, and he's done so at an early clip, like
Right.
early in his career, right? 28 years old, but yet has accomplished so much, and but he's so wonderful. Like he has all the right answers in the post-game press conferences. He says all the right things. He does all the right things. He knows how to win at clutch time. He gets to do things other quarterbacks don't get to do. Throw late over the middle of the field. Still has things work out for him, right? He can do a
Right.
show like the quarterbacks that Peyton Manning did last year. He can do that in the middle of the season, not have it distracting, and still go on to win a Super Bowl. So I think after a while, people do get tired of seeing the same group of people win, and they want someone else that's new. And so, yeah, I think they've reached that point of success in their careers, the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, where you're starting to the tide is kind of going against them a little bit. I'm still for them because I love excellence. And I love to see when people do the right things. I love to see them rewarded.
How about if they lose? If they lose and they're 2-2, and say everything that happened during the regular season, they were 5-5 their last 10. Say it catches up, and they were able to win those 2 playoff games. But you look at them and go, these were some of the 3 playoff games. These are some of the issues that they had all year. How would you look at what they've done in their run if it's a loss instead of a win?
I would
Sunday?
still say it's a dynasty.
Simply, how's it a dynasty?
Because they've had a high level of success over an extended period of time. You're talking still a 6-year window.
A dynasty is about winning.
There's 2 championships in. There's 2 championships
No.
in there.
Not 2 in a row, though,
Yeah.
Solomon. Hold on. Let me give you my definition.
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, to me, a dynasty.
Yeah.
You got to win 3 out of 4. 2 like you got to win at least 2 in a row. And you got to me, mine is 3 in a row or 3 out of 4. So you could have a skip.
Nobody's won 3 in a row.
Yeah, you're
Okay?
not winning.
No.
3 in a
But wait
row.
a minute. When we talk about it, but the Cowboys won 3 out of 4, and that's
Right,
the
but
last.
that's not
They're
3 in a
a
row.
dynasty to me. The Patriots. When I look at
Patriots
teams, winning. We talk about the Spurs all the time. Oh, the Spurs won 5 championships over 20 years. That's not a dynasty.
Spurs-
It's a
Spurs
good
were a
organization.
dynasty, Solomon.
No, they weren't. You think 5 championships
Clearly.
in 20 years is a
Duncan
dynasty?
was a
No.
dynasty.
That's
No,
not
I
a
do.
dynasty.
No, they had their run,
They
and that
were
was
dynasty.
dynastic.
It was
Trust me,
all right, but it ain't a
Mm-hmm.
dynasty.
Yeah, no, I think there was.
Well-
Look, they were the dominant team.
No,
right,
they
for-
weren't. They went years without winning. They never even
No.
won back to back. They never won back to back.
I think that's your criteria. I don't think it has to be.
Look it up in the dictionary. I'm right.
I know. No, I was saying I think even if the Chiefs don't win back to back, I think they have done it. You look at the number of wins they have. Say they would have 2 championships in 5 years, and they would have these multiple runs dominating the AFC, but yet still getting there and winning when they got there. It's not like they went over like the Buffalo Bills, right? Maybe they didn't win your back-to-back, but I think they check all the other boxes.
All right.
I
We're
do
also
think
Chris,
I agree with Rob on that. I think they got to win to be this dynasty. Now,
if they don't win,
I also think
it's-
the Mahomes dynasty, if you will, it's still going.
That's
if they
right. It
lose
won't
this
be over.
year,
No.
they win
I'm not
next
saying
year,
it's over, but it
yeah.
ain't a dynasty if they
But
lose.
So Solomon, what are your thoughts on this matchup? I for one, I don't know who I'm picking yet, but I think I'm surprised that the Niners were favored. The way they've looked in the playoffs compared to the way the Chiefs have looked in the playoffs, I think the Chiefs should be favored. But how do you assess this game and what's your feeling on what could happen?
I'm okay with the 49ers being favored. And here is why. 4th team in NFL history have a 4,000-yard passer, and then 4 guys who've had over 1,000 yards from scrimmage. That's a potent offense now. And it's not like they don't have a great offensive line. They do. They can bludgeon you. So they can run it, they can throw it, and they can put up a lot of big-time plays. And I think they have a lot of matchup advantages. So you said, okay, the offense can go through Christian McCaffrey, and we know they're going to be productive. Oh, no, this week the offense is going to go through Deebo Samuel, and they can be productive. Oh, no, this week it's going to be Brandon Ayuk. They could have Kyle Juszczyk. Maybe he won't be the primary, but he could be a secondary guy that can win his matchup. So they have multiple different ways where they can really provide an explosive offense that could give the Chiefs problems. So I could see them scoring a lot of points in this game. And obviously, you got Patrick Mahomes. This guy's the Grim Reaper. He can score points and score in a hurry. So I see it being a high-scoring game. I have Kansas City winning it, but that's only because I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to what I know about Patrick Mahomes.
See, my thing is when you look at the 49ers, they should have lost it first 2 playoff games. There's something about teams that, you know what I mean, that can come back and win even when they're not playing great. I mean, they should have lost to the Packers, and definitely without Dan Campbell, the Lions beat them. I mean, the Lions should have beat them.
You know what? Before that Packers game, I think under Kyle Shanahan, his teams were
0-30.
Yep.
We're losing by 7 points going into the fourth quarter. And then they have a comfort behind win in both of these postseason games.
It doesn't make any sense, right? It's kind of weird. All right, Chris, we also have Dr. Chad Hansen here with us as well, and he's the Raiders team physician. And, Doc, you and Solomon are both here on behalf of Macy. And tell us about that.
So Macy is a procedure where we can repair cartilage injuries in knees and hopefully help people avoid future problems, including knee replacement. So you take and you harness the patient's own cells to grow new, healthy cartilage.
So you have to do the okay. So you do this before you even know that they need it, is what I'm trying to say. When do you start to take from them?
So you'll see the cartilage defect on MRI, and then you'd go in, do an arthroscopy or a scope, as commonly called, and there you can measure the lesion. You can take and harvest the cartilage from that patient. You send the cartilage off. You grow it in a lab.
Wow.
And then you come back and you seal that man cover hole.
That's amazing.
That's something. And you're using your own cells. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was so shocked about, right?
It's what they call an autologous science. And so using your own cells, don't have to worry about a match. It's been widely successful. And it's really, you probably heard of other different procedures where they prick the bone and they have to do other different things. And that's not long lasting. This is proven to last over time. And again, using your own cells for healing, I don't know that there's a better way.
That's great.
That is. It's unbelievable what can be done nowadays and how quickly people come back from injuries or whatever, even though we never thought Aaron Rodgers was coming back despite all that. We were ain't no way. You know that. Like, you ain't getting back out there. You can walk around and throw the ball all you want.
Not from that injury. Not from that torn Achilles tendon. No, you're going to have to go through the process. The body is saying there are no shortcuts to being able to heal yourself. And look, just go to the website at Macy.com, MACI.com. Find a doctor in your area to find out more about the Macy procedure. Very innovative and a new and really important way to treat people who are dealing with cartilage damage.
All right, that is our man Solomon Wilcots, former NFL defensive back. Check him out on SiriusXM NFL Radio. He has a show on that. Solomon, great stuff, man, as always. Thank you, brother.
Chris,
thank you, too.
Rob, you guys keep up the great work. Thank you very much.